Very, very ancient. So ancient, they started at the beginning of time. Yes, that's how far back it goes. And so, in different parts of the world, we celebrate this occasion in different ways. In Guyana, we sing a lot of chautal and things at this time. Yes? And we go and we plant Holika. And according to the ancient tradition, this is known as a harvest festival. Holika only was added later on. The story of Prahalad and Hiranyakashipu, all this came later on in our civilization, in our history. Now we were not, this festival is called Hola, not Holy. But because of Holika, yes, they changed it to Holy. So that's when this change was done. The festival was one of the, as I told you, harvest. And just before they start to harvest the crop, all the people in the village will get together and they will make a promise that we will give something, yes, back to the Lord. They say that if you take something and you don't give something back in return, you become like a thief, one who steals. So you must give something back in return. And so as the crops were coming up to harvest time, all the villagers, nobody need to give instruction. That was the beauty in those days. Everyone knew his dharma, knew his duty. And so they will gather and they will start singing these chautals, at least in North India, from where most of our ancestors come from. And then they will plant in the middle of the village, they will put a plant. And that plant, they will bring from the fields bits of their harvest, the stalks, and they will put them. And as they harvest, so they will bring and put. And so it built up into a bonfire. No? Bonfire started before Guy Fawkes, right? Youngsters? Before Guy Fawkes, we had bonfire. And so when the harvest is complete, that is when they will go and they will set it all on fire. And everyone will sing and dance and rejoice and be happy. That's how the festival was. But over the passage of time, other things have become added to it. And so this Holika, yes, became the centerpiece. But at this time of the year also, because it is at the beginning of the year, no? Some people say, oh, we're supposed to do Ganesh Puja. Of course we do Ganesh Puja all the time. But we do Saraswati Mata Puja. Among the three Devis, this time, according to some tradition, it says we celebrate her Jayanti. But you know, in Guyana, we never celebrate this Saraswati Jayanti at this time. Yes, we never celebrate it at this time. But in India, this is how it is being celebrated. The Saraswati Mata Puja is done. In Nepal, for example, in all the temples, this Saraswati Puja will be done. And all those little toddlers who can't, it's about to start school, to start to learn to write, they will bring them in front of Saraswati Mata and they will give them pen or pencil, slate or paper, something, and hold their hands and teach them how to write. Yes? So, because she is known as the goddess of knowledge. So that's one tradition that is done in Nepal, for example. If you go to the other side, you go to Punjab, this is big kite season, no? In Guyana, we fly kite during Easter, no? But right now in India, in the north in Punjab, lots of kites are being flown at this time. And there, Pitri Puja is done. No? I'm only referring to Christ so that you can relate, because I know lots of people know about that. You know, he rose on the third day, no? He's supposed to have risen on the third day, and we fly the kite, as though the soul is flying in the heaven. Yes? So long before that, they were doing Pitri Puja. And we all know what is Pitri Puja, no? For the departed, we make offerings in the name of the departed, so that they will receive the rewards of it. Because we know not everyone who gives up this body immediately gains moksha. Some of them have to either be reborn, some have to wait a long time. So all of these rituals are done. If you go down to Bengal, for example, Bengal now, the Bengalis, they will make huge murtis. Just like during Navrat, they will do huge murtis of Durga. They make huge murti of Saraswati Mata. And then pujas will be done. And this murti will be taken and immersed in the Ganga. Also, there are many, these all different traditions. There's one tradition that says that, this Lord Shiva, whose puja we just finished, he went into samadhi. He was doing meditation after Sati. Yes, his concept Sati was destroyed. You remember Daksha? Everyone knows Daksha. Yes, the Prajapati of all the devatas. Yes, he did not invite Lord Shiva to his puja. And of course, Sati, when she found out that father was doing puja and she was not invited, she went there despite Lord told her not to go. But that's a long Katha, which I'm not going to tell the whole story, but you all know. Yes? So, when she came back, all the devatas say it's time for them to reunite. But Shiva, in his samadhi, is not waking up. He's not waking up. And everyone is scared to go and disturb him. Back home long time ago, if dad is sleeping and somebody comes, you don't go and shake him. You do that at your peril. Yeah? When he wakes up, then he will deal with everything. No? So this Lord Shiva, the devatas, they're impatient. They became so impatient that they start to question among themselves, what can we do? Then one brilliant idea comes. Go and find Kamdev. If you want to get somebody married, you got to stage the situation. So boy meet girl and girl meet boy and then they fall in love. So if you imagine that kind of situation was occurring at that time. So who best they thought? Kamdev. Who is Kamdev? Huh? The God of love. Thank you, Mother. Thank you very much. He is known as the God of love. Everybody knows Cupid, no? If I asked you Cupid, all of you would have shouted. No? But long before Cupid came on the scene, Kamdev was there. That's why we asked him. So, when you fall in love, you draw a heart, no? Yeah? Do you draw a heart? Anybody draw a heart? No? They want diamonds, they don't want heart, no? Okay. And then when you draw the heart, what do? You put an arrow through it. Yes. So who was shooting these arrows? None other than Kamdev. Yes? So I'm telling like this, you must understand, yes? What is our philosophy? Where did it come from? Everything that comes afterwards is taken from us. Today, the researchers have found out in computing, the only perfect language that they find now to do the program is, which language? Sanskrit, yeah. Sanskrit. They trace all the different languages back and determine now that the most perfect language that they can use in their programs is Sanskrit. So that's the history we come from. So in some parts of India, you want to know why am I talking so long? Yes? In some parts of India, they celebrate Kamdev. When Kamdev went to Lord Shiva, and he started to, it's described in Shiv Puran, that he caused all the flowers to bloom. And back home when the flowers bloom, yes, the scent from it is taken on the wind, and how beautiful it smells. So he created this wonderful atmosphere. But still Shiva will not wake up. So then he fired his arrow. And when he fired his arrow, the Lord opened his eye, very little, very tiny opening. And the energy that flew out, when he opened that eye at that moment, yes, incinerated this Kamdev. Instantly he was destroyed. So when his wife heard what happened, see when you have a good wife, how you can be saved, yeah? You think our ancestors didn't know about love and all these things? Yeah? They didn't know about dharma. I wish sometime we will have the time to go through all these mantras that are chanted during the wedding ceremony and explain them. Yes? I wish and pray, hope one day we'll find that time to do it. All of us, we're very rusty every time. But if you read these mantras and understand these mantras, you will see. Now when you think about and think, oh, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about that, it's embarrassing. No, nothing is embarrassing if you understand the knowledge. This is what Buddhi is. And so, this Kamdev, when Rati found out that the Kamdev was incinerated, she went to Lord Shiva and she did tapasya for 40 days. And that is the period between now and the time when we will burn this Holika and then celebrate and dance. So that same time period, 40 days she did tapasya. And when this was over, then Lord Shiva opened his eyes. And when he opened his eyes of his own accord, no energy to burn anybody, then he gave her this vardhan that this Kamdev will be restored back to her. So in parts of India, they celebrate now, they sing and they dance. Yes, so we're told that because Krishna and Radha are known as the greatest lovers in our philosophy, yes, so we will do all Krishna dance and Krishna, they dress up like Radha and Krishna and sing and dance and enjoy. So this festival is a very, very happy one. Yes? So those are some of the reasons why we do it. Today they say that Saraswati Mata, her puja must be done so that all of us will be blessed with knowledge. All the musicians, will be blessed. All the scientists will be blessed. Everyone who is seeking knowledge will be blessed. So today, if you are there with me for about 5 or 10 minutes, we will do a short Saraswati Puja and then we will conclude by planting the Holika. Yes?